Yeah, I know it's dark. I know it's dark. Don't worry about that. Right now, I can't even lie, man. I'm sitting in my car, man. You know what I'm saying? What time is it, man? It's like 1:06 in the morning. Got here around like 12:30. And I was just thinking to myself, like, okay, the grind don't stop. I usually don't even be up like this early doing something. But I know the grind don't stop. I'm just putting this vlog out right now. This is gonna be the beginning of the journey. I'm gonna do better. I'm about to get on this culinary. I must get into this cooking. I love to cook, and I must really do it this time. I must really go for it. You know, one thing that scared me, I was just at a job and somebody told me, they were like, "Hey, we're 30. We just lived half of our lives." I don't mean to stutter, but when I thought about that, I'm like, "What do you mean we just lived half of our lives? Like, what you talking about?" That really hit me. I just lived half of my life. That's how you consider it. And I just hit 30. Then best believe I'm gonna do something with my life. I'm gonna do something. There's no way that I can't say that I did not go for my dream. And if it takes that I gotta wake up early in the morning, I gotta crack this stuff out, get this extra side money, and then do something else and go to school and still pay the bills, and that's what I gotta do. But I gotta get back on the grind, man. There's no way that I'm gonna sit here and not grind and not get it out. There's no way I'm gonna sit here and just let some company or somebody else be my boss. I understand if you're able to work it and you could do your thing, mad respect, do it. But I gotta be a boss. I gotta be a boss. Period. Period. There's no other way. I would be a decent boss. I would love to be an incredible boss. Help out my workforce, my employment, take care of them, provide jobs, provide for my community. That's my main goal. And so somebody can know what it's like to work for a boss that cares. That's gonna sit down and talk with them. Really see what's going on with them. Don't treat them just like a number. And that's how I really want to move. I really want to change things. But it takes a lot of effort, man. Straight up. And I'm realizing that. Like, if you really want that, you got to get it. Not everybody's going to see that dream. And that's the one thing that hurt me the most, man. That's why I had a nervous breakdown this year. People don't even know. Almost broke down. Almost just said, forget it. Because throughout my whole life, I just feel like when it's my time, when I really want to do something, I feel like I'm getting knocked down or something. A lot of times my family, mad respect. I love my family. I love everybody. They'll ride with me, for sure. They'll ride with me, whatever I need to do. But sometimes it gets to a point that you shouldn't have to overly explain everything just so people can see the journey. Sometimes you got to tell people, this is what I do. This is what I feel like I'm good at. And they got to just be like, hey, I'll rock with you. Do your thing. Instead of trying to dream kill, all that stuff. When you tell somebody something and they just be dream killing. Dream killing. You know what I'm saying? You tell somebody, oh, I'm about to do this. Oh, man, be quiet, man. Let me just do what I'm supposed to do. If I fail at it, that's fine. But for you to try to knock my dream down, and this is something that's good, that's going to be beneficial, and you knocking it down like it's a problem, come on, man. And that's the problem with life, man. That's the problem with having negative people around you or people that don't dream big. That's the problem with not having doers around you. You know what I'm saying? Just if you have the right people around you that want to do it, they're going to help you excel. They're going to be like, shoot, when I told the right people, they're like, hey, I don't know why you didn't do this a long time ago. You should have been cooking. What you talking about? That's the type of things you need to hear. The positive reinforcement. Sometimes you can't be hearing all that negative. It's already bad enough because you already got to grind. You already got to get out here and get it. So that extra negative coming from people ain't going to help. But you use it as motivation to keep going. That's when you really know that you got something going. When you tell somebody they already hating on it, oh, you already know that's going to work. They already hating? Oh, yeah, cool. Because if you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing it right. So you're like, cool, you already hating on mine? Cool. Now I know who I just need to talk to when it comes to giving them my right ideas to. Because at times you do need to discuss it. You can't just bottle it in. It takes a team, man. But it just takes the right team. Straight up. And I'm just realizing that, man. I was like, there's no way that I live half of my life. You know what I'm saying? Half of my life. And I'm not going to make it. So I'm going to grind, man. I'm going to get out here and get it. Like, straight up. It's going to be a struggle. It's going to be stress. But I'm going to have to do it, man. I was like, I can't live on somebody else's timeline. I can't let somebody tell me and dictate my day and tell me when and where I'm going to do stuff. You're not going to be telling me all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I'm going to hustle. If I want to hustle from 5 to 9, I'm going to hustle from 5 to 9. And I shouldn't have to be stressing, or I shouldn't have to be, no. I'm going to hustle from 5 to 9. Still pray, still do what I got to do. Still be believing in the Most High, still doing everything. Alhamdulillah. So there's no reason to be sitting there, somebody having to dictate, telling, nah, man. That's the type of boss I want to be respectful. Be respectful of my place. They're like, hey, man, this is my schedule. This is how I got to do it. Cool. Can you work with me? Cool. If not, please just let me know. Keep it real with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell people, get up out of here. Don't be dedicating yourself to here. Go live a life outside of here. That's one of the realest things I ever heard. When somebody was like, man, live a life outside of here. And that's real. You know what I'm saying? You got to live a life outside of your work. And especially if you do something you love to do, you're going to be living every day. That's the beautiful thing. And they don't teach you that, man. We put the cart before the horse, straight up, man. If you do what you love, I really believe that you do what you love, that income is going to come. Because you're going to hustle and it's not going to feel bad. When you do that, you could do it all day and it's not going to be a stress factor because you're like, this is what I do. This ain't nothing. That's why some people, when they really get to do their dreams, they can do it. That's why when people do sports, they're like, I can do this. I can do this. I've been doing this my whole life. I love to do this. I could do this all day. And if people really love what they love to do, they could do it all day and not even stress. They could be tired and still be wanting to do it because you love what you do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, do that, man. Do something that you love what you do that's going to be beneficial and helping out others, though. Most importantly, don't always do something that's going to be just selfish, always just for me. No. Help out others with what you do. Do something that's going to be beneficial and support society. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I'm understanding. I know it's dark, but I'm just thinking to myself, like, there's no way I'm going to just let somebody dictate my life. There's no way I'm just going to let somebody decide when I'm going to move or when I'm going to, I don't know, just, you're not going to decide my life for me. Oh, these are my days for PTO. These are my days for this. What? I got to go. I got stuff I got to handle. If there's sometimes I got to get up and bounce, I got to get up and bounce. And I shouldn't have to be stressing or, I got to putting the team down and all that crazy stuff just because you have an emergency or you got to go. What? Sometimes life just happens. And it's just like, hey, man, I got to go. And it's just like that. And you shouldn't have to be stressing. You have family emergencies, anything can happen. And we be over here stressing at these jobs. We could have family emergencies, just stressing with all this stuff. And we giving more to our workplace more than to our families and to our communities. And I'm like, there has to be a balance, man. I believe in balance. There has to be a balance in life. Period. And if I'm gonna hustle all day, I need to have something to show for it, period. There's no reason to be hustling all day and you doing all this and you have nothing to show for it. That stuff can happen where you could work somewhere forever and you ain't gonna have nothing to show for it. I just watched a video. This dude worked for 7-Eleven for 50 years. He got an automated message. Congratulations. What's that? 50 years? 50? You ain't gonna... What? What? Nah, homie. You gotta be crazy. 50 years of your life? What? Nah. Blood, sweat, tears? What? I'm giving that to Allah. Y'all better than me. I know I'm gonna give it back. I know I'm gonna get something back if I give this towards my akhirah, if I give it towards my hereafter, if I actually work hard towards something, if I work hard building my community, investing into people, doing something good. Now, if you work that job and you love what you do, cool. Mad respect. If you love what you do, if you feel like you done gave out help people, mad respect with what you do. But you got to make sure that this is your life. The amount of years that you put in somewhere, you better make sure that it's valuable. You only get the memories, man. For real. And I'm realizing that I'm not about to be sitting there. That's crazy. 50 years? Nah. I better have done something. There better be something. Something has to crack. Something got to shake. I need to have something going. Some business that I at least started and failed. Something and tried. And then I tried 2-3 business, started and failed. Something. But at least you were trying. See, I can't do that not trying. That's the one thing that kills me. There's no way in my life I'm going to sit back and be woulda, coulda, shoulda, and saying, like, I never tried. So now I let her do because I'm doing what everybody wants me to do? No. You're better than me. You ain't going to get me caught up in that rat race. I knew that since back in the day. I knew that since I was a kid. Y'all trying to get us caught up in a rat race. No, you're not. You're not going to get me caught up like that. No, you're not. There has to be a better way. Period. There has to be a better way. There's no way that you got to be out here struggling and stressing. If you're going to be struggling and stressing, do something you like to do. Don't struggle and stress and do something that you don't like to do. That's crazy to me. Man, you got to stay hydrated. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to me. People will do something they don't love to do. Like, how you going to do something you don't love to do? Come on, man. There's no way you're going to do something that you don't love to do. You need to wake up and you got to be like, this is what, man, I must do something great. I must do something great, amazing today. I'm going to touch somebody's life today. I'm investing in the people. That's one thing that's deep. When you invest in the people, that's what matters. That's the true investments, man. Make sure that you done put something in, some seeds in somebody, some seeds of goodness, so it can sprout. And that's what I'm trying to do here, right now. For anybody that just need it, put a seed of goodness in them, so that can sprout into a tree of life. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. Positivity and peace. And people doing good. Now don't get me wrong, I understand that, you know, you might love something and that thing may not generate income that well. And that's okay. So you may have to work your job and do what you gotta do. But you know what I'm saying? You work that job and you finesse it and you save up until you can do what you like to do. You know what I'm saying? Make things work for you in life, man. Straight up. You got these blessings. Allah gave you all these blessings. Use them. You got all these tools. We gonna use them. That's the one thing. See, that's the deep thing about that free will, because you got to decide what we gonna do. We got to choose. But when you choose that goodness and you start choosing for yourself, then you start getting closer to the Creator. Then you start understanding. Okay, I'm destined for some greatness. There's gonna be some greatness that's gonna come from this. This is gonna be tough. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be real. But watch. My bad, I'm waiting on these newspapers. But watch. Wait. Just be patient. Just keep grinding. There's some things, man, I thought I was never gonna get. Straight up. I'm in the car right now. I used to be on the bus. You feel me? People understand. I was on the bus mobbing. Period. On the bus mobbing. We in the whip now. Cool. We in the whip. It's dark. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to see, but we in the whip though. You know what I'm saying? Able to get around. And then you use your whip to get more income. You know what I'm saying? So, shoot. I ain't showed it. You know what I'm saying? But was in the apartment, went to a house though. Blessings. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like to just say it like that, but I'm saying you can make it, man. You can do it. You can get a house before 30. It don't even matter about the timeline on when you do what you do. Get your house at 50. Get your house at whatever you do. That's cool too. Just make sure that you're doing what you need to do though. That's one thing. It don't matter about the timeline, but it do matter if you're trying though. You got to be trying and at least doing what you got to, at least trying. But best believe I was like, man, you can really make it, man. You can really make it. Like, you can build these assets. And I want to show, like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Now, I ain't no guru or nothing like that. But yes, you can. You know what I'm saying? You can build these assets. You can start from somewhere. Build something so it could be passed down to your family members. So they ain't having to pay rent and all that all forever. We buying houses. We buying mortgages up in here. But then at the same time we buying the houses. We ain't just staying in mortgages. We buying houses. And then getting assets. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm just renting right now. But main thing I want to say, man, is y'all keep grinding, man. Just straight up. And do what you love to do. And grind. And if you ain't at that right there, grind so you can get to that. Because that's where I'm at. I'm trying to grind to get to where I could do what I love to do. There's going to be some things that I got to do that I don't want to do what I got to do, to do what I want to do. You know what that means. You know how that go. You know, there's a lot of things that you have to do that you don't want to do the things that you want to do. Period, man. So, I just wanted to say peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum. Y'all stay strong out here. For real. You know what I'm saying? Stay blessed, man. Mr. Colorado, man, you already know. Colorado has repping every single time. You already know. That's my state. I love it. I'd be ready to move, but it's still my state, man, at the end of the day, man. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised. But just wanted to come, just get some peace, positivity. Y'all stay up, man. Everybody out there, one love, man. That's one thing I want to say. One love. Assalamu alaikum. Y'all stay strong. Anybody dealing with any type of suicide, anything, you fight and you keep going. Anybody dealing with any type of depression, mental instabilities, anything that you're dealing with, you keep going, you keep striving for greatness. You beautiful inside and out, and everything's going to be good. You just got to keep on striving for greatness. And that's what it's all about. One love.